Hello gamers, what is up? It is Saturday, April 18th, and it is a new day in Animal Crossing. So there's no news to speak of today from Isabelle, but we have a lot to do today, and let's get to it. So before we do anything, we're gonna do our dailies, check our mail. It looks like I finally got the basement upgrade for my house, and the Happy Home Academy sent me a gift, and it's a plant. I have a collection of plants now, which is totally cool. I kind of like them actually. But right now we are going to run around and get all of our dailies out of the way, hit some rocks, shake some trees, all that good stuff. And my goal for today is to start my money farm. And what I'm kind of doing with that is I am taking all of my money trees, I am setting them up in a specific part of my island. Where that's going to be, I'm not sure. And I am going to have a little money farm. So basically just gonna line up all my trees, never gonna shake the money out, most likely, or I'll do it at the end of the year or something, see how much money I get from them. So right now I am just running around trying to check to see if any of my villagers are making any DIY projects. You can get, I think it's 2 a day. I don't know if it's in the morning and then the evening, I'm not sure about that. But I did read somewhere a little tip that any house that has smoke coming out of the chimney, that villager is inside, and those are going to be the villagers that are most likely going to have the DIY recipe or be working at their workbench. So when you're running around, you don't have to check every single house, just check the ones that have smoke billowing from the top, and it'll make your life so much easier. But I struggled to find my villager that had the DIY recipe, and I got a little sidetracked, visited the Able sisters, found my message in a bottle, which actually happened to be a recipe that is super fantastic in my opinion, the golden dung beetle, and I had to make it. I had to. Let's see what it looks like first. And that is absolutely beautiful. It is solid gold. It is holding a giant ball of dung. And that is going to go in my house, right in my front room. It will eventually be a centerpiece, I think. But yeah, that absolutely needs made. So there it is. It only costs 3 gold nuggets. I only have 11. But to me, this is totally worth it to make this. I don't have any of the gold tools yet, so I'm okay with burning 3 gold nuggets on this beautiful, beautiful dung beetle. I know I'll probably regret it later spending those 3, but it's okay. I'm impulsive. So now we are going to start building our money farm. I am right now just collecting all of the trees that need to get moved to my location on the island where I plan to have my money farm, which I am planning on it being in the back corner of my island as there's a lot of space there, and I will eventually terraform it, and then if it ends up sucking, it's in the back corner. And if you guys remember last episode, I told you I hate Renee. Renee is still here, and I can't get rid of her. I did say I was going to box her in, and I think I still am going to do that. So that should come up here soon, too. But this is the area where I plan to start terraforming and setting up my farm. So I am going to clear out all these trees here and chop all the wood, because that is my favorite thing to do ever. And we're going to set up the trees. I'm not sure what fencing I want to use yet for my farm. I was thinking of using the stone fencing, but I feel like everyone is using that for their orchards, so I may end up doing something different. I'm not sure, but we'll see what looks best, and when I decide on that, I will show you guys what I'll use, and you can watch me build it. But for now, I have all the trees lined up the way I want them. All of them planted. And this will take a long time to obviously fill up since you only get one golden dig spot a day. And I'm trying my very best not to jump time because I feel like that just ruins the game. And especially when I buy turnips, I don't want to jump time and risk my turnips rotting, which I did make that mistake the first week that this game came out. But now I am going to visit my friend. It is the evening. We are going to visit each other on her island to trade some DIY recipes and flowers. Before I see her though, I do want to check out all her villagers and see if any of them are making any DIY recipes, and just to see what villagers she has, since I know there's hundreds of villagers that you can get on your island, and I have not seen many of them yet. But so far, every villager that I have visited on her island does not seem to be working on any sort of project, despite me going in. So that's a little frustrating. But I am giving my friend some red and yellow cosmos and some red roses because she does not have those yet. We also are going to be trading some DIY recipes. She is giving me a turnip surprise, which I did not have yet. And I am giving her a few extras that I had, which, by the way guys, if you ever want to trade DIY recipes, I have so many. So please leave a comment and we can work out a trade. I will let you know what I have, but I definitely want to collect as many of the recipes as I can. I love to make stuff. While on her island, I did continue to look to see if anyone was making a DIY recipe, and I ended up getting myself twisted around and probably ended up going into the same houses 2 or 3 times, and these poor villagers probably thought that I was crazy. But in the end, I did finally end up meeting Aurora, which was the penguin villager that my friend had, and she was working on a DIY project, which was the peach chair, which I absolutely love that DIY recipe. It is so freaking cute, and I can't wait to make those and collect peaches from my island because I am definitely putting those chairs in my house. They are just way too cute. So I was giving my friend a pear rug recipe, plain wooden shop sign, and the deer decoration DIY recipe, and she gave me the turnip surprise, and I did learn the peach chair recipe from her villager. So overall, I think that trip to my friend's island was a pretty good success. But that was pretty much all that I needed to do on her island, so I went and headed back to mine so that I could finish up my daily chores that I did not do and redo my flower patches after I had dug up the flowers that she needed that I had bred for her. That way I can optimize my flower breeding and eventually get all those rare flower combinations that I am really working hard on trying to get. I am obsessed with flower breeding, guys. It's kind of a bit much, I feel. But I definitely want to get massive flower gardens full of all the rare color combinations, and you know, even if it kills me, I will eventually do it. Gotta do it for those pretty islands, right? So I've decided that I'm going to section off my cosmos into their own little section, at least the oranges. The roses, I'm going to group the red and white together so that they can continue to breed potentially purple or pink roses until I am able to get black roses and the gold roses. I did have a few miscellaneous flowers that I didn't exactly know what to do with because they were ones that I wasn't really working on breeding at the moment, so I just kind of tossed them wherever. But mainly wanted to get the oranges separated from the yellow and the red cosmos, and the roses back together after I had separated them. Of course, I watered all of them since I hadn't had rain in a few days, and I didn't want to time travel to when it was raining to water all my flowers, so I took the time to water them all, which is a big pain in the ass in my opinion. So once all that was done, and while I was doing my daily chores, I did find a lost item, and if you don't know what those are, you take them to your villagers, and a dialogue should pop up asking them if they lost something. You show the item to the villager, and if you get it to the right villager, you will get either a piece of clothing, a piece of furniture, or some other type of item. So I first checked with Fauna because she was right near where I found the lost item. It wasn't hers, but it was actually Meringue's, which is my favorite villager ever, and I'm so happy that she's here in my town. And she ended up giving me a rattan basket waste bin. So I actually needed a waste bin for my kitchen. And it's not the best thing in the world, but it'll do for now. And I just tossed it in there. And the final thing for the night that I did was shake my trees to get some furniture. If you guys didn't know this, you can shake any non-fruit bearing tree, and it can toss out either 100 bells, branches, or, on rare occasions, furniture. 2 pieces of furniture are on the island every day, so you do want to shake your trees every day. While I was doing this, I did get the Shady Shakedown achievement. Rumor has it, someone on your island likes to hide furniture in trees. Yes, yes, I'll give you Nook Miles based on this. So I got the second achievement, which was to shake 10 pieces of furniture out of trees. And while I was shaking, I did get a large amount of wasp nests that fell out, so you should always shake your tree while holding your net. That way you can catch the wasps and sell them for bells, or else you're gonna get stung, and, you know, that's no fun. I'm not the greatest at catching the wasps. I did miss a few times and get stung, so that wasn't too fun, but thankfully I did get some medicine and fix that problem. But that is all for today. I will be back tomorrow for some Sunday turnip buying and some other fun activities. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video for some orchard building. Peace.